Hey guys, so this is the start of my Gen 1 binder. So I decided just to do something a little bit small since there's only 151. I'm probably gonna have to break this, setting it up into two parts, but this is the Bulbasaur I'm using. There's Ivysaur. I have a good. There's Ivysaur, by the way. A good amount already picked out since I had some bulk. This is the Venusaur I'm using as well. Charmander. Look at that. The Charmander. Go. Charmeleon. So kind of master setting two or three different things at this point. Charmeleon. I do not have a Charizard right now, but I've already ordered one, so it should be here soon. Squirtle. Same thing with like Wartortle, and that's the Squirtle I'm using. I really like this Squirtle, by the way. But I have like roughly 50 already. I will have to hopefully pull some these are probably all out of order, by the way. Excuse me, there we go. I didn't think I was that out of order. Oh, wait, no, it's not that out of order. But yeah, I already ordered a bunch for this. So hopefully they'll get here in the next week and I can record another video for y'all. Oops, sorry about that. Sure. You can always tell which Pokemon that I'm not the biggest fan of, and versus the ones I am a big fan of, because I have them in bulk. It's funny because I actually really love Pidgey, but I have more of those in like Chinese, and any master setting I'm doing, I want to do in English. I would love to do like the next gym Chinese packs at some point. And I do have red. Some of these are not in order, by the way. I try to keep things in order as much as possible, but they all got mixed up around here. By accident. This one. Which is why I'm probably gonna have to break this up into 2 or 3 videos, unfortunately. But yeah, you can definitely tell which Pokemon I like the best and which I don't, because I don't have their cards. This is probably one of my prized possession cards, just because It is a first edition, you can tell by that stamp there. And yeah, I'm using it on this. I don't have Aardvark. I think I ordered it though. Also, this is a card I'm using for Pikachu. I just think he's so adorable. I will always love Pikachu. I have a whole binder of Pikachu, so. And then I do have Sandshrew. But I don't have Sandslash. And these next like 5 or 6 cards, I've even struggled getting some of them for my National Pokédex binder. So I do have some on the way, but they won't be here for like a week or so. But it's crazy how many of these there are. And then Clefairy. And then Vulpix. I have a bunch of Vulpixes in my bulk because it's one of the ones I love, so. A Vileplume. I actually got this one at my local store yesterday, local card shop yesterday. I will probably end up going there every time I get paid, honestly. Because I also got this one, which I really like, as well there. They have binders that I really like going through. So Piglet. Dugtrio. Meowth. See, I have a couple of Meows in Chinese. Same thing with Persian. So you'll notice that I have a lot of Psyducks. If you're ever looking, if I ever go through my whole collection, I have probably like 3 or 4 more other Psyducks. Again, I'm gonna have to go through some of these, so be right back. Okay, Mankey. This is the Mankey I have. I do have Growlithe, which again, I got this one from the local card shop. I love this one. I don't have this one, which is surprising. That was one of my favorite Pokemon growing up. So, there it is. Nope. Oh, there it is. some of these are really out of order. And I did not notice that. I tried to organize it before the binder came, but we all know how that works out sometimes. This is Poliwhirl. Again, one of my favorite Pokemon growing up. So I actually have all of them. I just have to find the other ones. Swear I had it somewhere. I'm not normally this disorganized, by the way, but apparently today I have decided, there it is, that I was going to be. And I have that one. This one I have for this one. And then some of them were in order, but not this one. I swear. There we go. I'm not the best with putting these things into my binders. And I actually do have Machamp. He's one of my favorite characters on Poketopia. This is the one I'm putting in. I'm gonna have to go through my collector portfolio. But yeah, I'm totally gonna have to turn this into multiple videos, probably. But hey, that's great. It works for me. But yeah, so let me know down below in the comments if you like me using my voice, or if you prefer it being like ASMR. Because I can stop talking. It will not hurt me, I promise. It's the Zubat. Oddish. Oops. Jesus. There we go. On to 69. I will have some background music, by the way, for when I don't talk, because I'm just so focused on filling these. I forgot there was 3. Well, there we go. Tentacool. I'm surprised I don't have that one. Gen 1 was the set that I started on with Pokemon when I was 5, and it will always be like my top favorite gen just to go with. I like love a lot of the other starters, but this is definitely the one that I will always fall back to. Radosh. Oh, and this is the one. And you'll see that I'm not trying to do like the hardest thing of getting the base set. I'm not that rich, so I'm not rich at all actually. So I'm just going with whatever cards I have or can get my hands on Slowpoke. I don't care what generation of cards they're coming from. They could be a mixture of everything. Slowbro. Like some of these, I think there's one or two even pitch black at this point. Because... and you'll see me do this for some 81, 80. Come on, stay in there. Just because if I tried to do a base set, it would take me years to try to find some. Like, I have one first generation, but that's it. So I would love to be able to master set that one. I would not be able to do anytime soon. You might hear in the background some kids screaming. That's because I live in an apartment complex. So, 85. But I can probably do this. I can probably introduce myself. My name is Jake. I go by Lycan, and I have since I was a teenager. It's just my screen name for everything. I just actually turned 33, and my birthday was yesterday. So I have been into Pokemon since my uncle got me into it when I was about 4 or 5 years old, and have loved it ever since. There was a few years where I didn't get to collect because I was unfortunately being an adult, and that's unfortunate. But I am back at it now, and I have been really enjoying learning my way back around doing all this. There. 81. There it is. Ghastly. I also love reading, gaming. I don't have a lot of people that are interested in Pokemon, so that's why I decided to start posting, trying to meet more people, and here I am. I am obsessed with Pokopia. I think that Pokopia is amazing, and again, I've lost count, sorry. 94, 95 Onyx. I do have an Onyx card. I actually have several Onyxes. My favorite Pokemon, my top 3, because I can never pick one favorite. My top 3 favorite Pokemon are Pikachu, Leafeon, and Squirtle. I have always loved Pikachu, and that'll never change. Leafeon is one of my favorites, as you might not be able to see, but this is actually the first graded card I've ever bought, and it's, of course, Leafeon. So... Oh, here it is. Oh, no. Squirtle was my first ever starter that I used, and honestly, I typically go with water type Pokemons for starters. If I don't like the water type for that game, I go for Bulbasaur. Or, you know, grass types. If I really want to challenge, that's when I go with my fire type. Charmander is one of my favorites as well. He's top 10 for sure. So cute. Oh, there it is. So, I've really enjoyed embracing Pokemon again. It's just been so much fun. Let's see. 2, 3. Missing. Give me 1 second while I find. Cubone. Cubone is a top 10 of mine. I love this card. I think it is absolutely beautiful. I would love to get a graded card of that one as well, if I could ever find one and afford it. I do have a 9-to-5 job, which I very much enjoy. I'm just a leasing consultant, so. I also have 2 dogs, 2 huskies. Their names are Astro and Lily, and they are the loves of my lives. They moved with me from Texas and have enjoyed living here ever since. So, hope that helps you know a little bit more about me. You can always ask questions. So, okay. I also do not collect to make money. I collect because I really enjoy Pokemon. Okay. I'm gonna end this one for video 1 because this is gonna take a lot longer than I thought it was going to.